A train starts from its source at normal speed and covers a certain distance. However, at a certain point in the journey, the engine develops a problem because of which the speed is reduced by 20%, and thus the train reaches the destination at 4:20 p.m. Had the engine trouble occurred 30 kilometers further, the train would have reached its destination at 4:10 p.m. Find the usual speed of the train. Okay, so what the question tells us, let's animate and let's see what is happening. So there is a train which is traveling at its usual speed, but it stops at some point. Okay, because there is some trouble in the engine. Okay, and due to which the speed is reduced. Okay, by 20%. Okay, अब यही एक्सीडेंट अगर उस पॉइंट के 38 किलोमीटर आगे हुआ होता, then the train would have reached 4:10 at 4:10. Okay, now why would the train reach early? Because see, वो 30 kilometers का patch in the second case, this was traveled at the usual speed, right? And यहाँ पे after this patch itself the speed became 20% से कम, right? So अगर मैं usual speed को suppose v मान लेता हूँ, तो 4/5 of the speed क्या हो जाएगा? 4/5 of v. Okay, now observe guys, in both the cases the train travels at usual speed, right? After this red point, okay, in both the cases the speed is basically 4/5, right? In both the cases, right? This difference in this timing is due to the difference of the speed in this 30 kilometer ka stretch, right? The only difference in speed is occurring in that 30 kilometer ka patch, right? So what we do is we find out the time taken for the 30 kilometer ka patch in both the cases and take the difference, right? दूसरे केस में what is the time taken? 30 divided by v. पहले वाले केस में the distance is 30, the speed is 4v by 5, right? The difference of these two is nothing but 10 minutes, which is nothing but 10 by 60 hours, right? All right, so when we solve this directly, you will get the value of the speed v as 45 kilometers per hour. Simple, right? Okay, let's see a much quicker way to solve the same question. Second case, there is usual speed across this 30 kilometers ka patch, isn't it? So as I said, agar initial speed humne suppose 5 मान लिया, okay, in the first case the speed is becoming 4/5, right? So first case में speed क्या हो जाएगा? 4 units. So ratio of speeds across these two journeys basically 4:5. इस case में 4 units, इस case में 5 units, right? Okay, but since the distance is constant 30 kilometers, the ratio of times will be inverse, 5:4. Okay, now what is the difference in these two times? The difference in these two times is 5 minus 4, that is nothing but 1 unit. This 1 unit corresponds to 10 minutes in the question. If 1 unit corresponds to 10 minutes in the question, then what will 4 units correspond to? 4 units will correspond to 40 minutes. But understand, ये 4 units is nothing but the time taken to cover the 30 kilometers at the usual speed. Okay, that means the speed will be 30 divided by 30 kilometers upon the time 40 minutes upon 60 hours में करने के लिए. So the speed is 30 upon 40 by 60. 0 cancel, you have 45 kilometers per hour. As simple as that. All right, so we go on to one more question, and let's see. There is a tunnel in which a cat is situated at a distance of 5/12 of its length. A train is approaching this tunnel. When the cat starts running towards the left end of the tunnel, it just meets with the train at the end. Similarly, when the cat starts running towards the right end, it just meets the train at the right end. Find the ratio of the speeds of the train and the cat. Okay, so again, we'll just visualize everything with the help of animations. So we observe that so we assume that the total distance, the tunnel ka total length is basically 12d. Okay, so it is given that the cat is situated at a distance of 5/12 of its length. So 5/12 of 12d will be 5d. So the distance of cat from one end is 5d, दूसरे end से 7d हो जाएगा अपने आप by that logic. Now what do we observe? Okay, assuming the distance of the train from the tunnel as a, okay, the cat and the train, they reach the left end of the tunnel at the same time. See, they are both moving towards the left end of the tunnel. Okay, and jab cat reaches that point, the train also reaches the same point, right? So what do we observe? The time for both the journeys is same. Whenever time is same, we know that the speed is directly proportional to the distance. So the speeds of the train and the cat are proportional to the distances they have traveled respectively. The train travels a units, okay, and the cat travels 5d units. So the ratio is a by 5d. Okay, दूसरे केस में क्या हो रहा है? The cat and the train both meet at the right end of the tunnel, right? Okay, we know that this distance, the remaining distance is 12d minus 5d, which is 7d. Okay, the cat travels a distance of 7d, whereas see, train ने पूरा distance travel किया है. देखो A से लेके तो पूरा 12d तक. So the train travels a distance of A plus 12d. The cat travels a distance of 7d. The ratio of the speeds again is the ratio of their distances traveled. We equate these two, the ratio of their distances traveled. We equate them and we find out that A is equal to 30 times D. Substitute in any of these two, you get the required ratio of the speeds as 6:1. All right. But there's a much quicker way to solve this question without even lifting up your pen. Let's see how we do that. Dekho, when the train is reaching the left end of the tunnel, the cat also meets the train at the left end of the tunnel, right? Okay, we know that the cat has traveled a distance of 5d, right? अब हम क्या करेंगे? We'll make the cat move towards the right end by 5d. Okay, in that time the train will of course reach the left end of the tunnel, right? Now the cat is yet to cover 2d ka distance, right? The cat is yet to cover distance of 2d to reach the right end. Okay, whereas the train is yet to travel a distance of the entire tunnel ka length 12d, right? Okay, that means when the train travels a distance of 12d, the cat travels a distance of 2d. Okay, now we take the ratio of 12d upon 2d, which is 6:1. Okay, very sweet and simple. Okay, that is the best way and the quickest way to solve this question out there. Okay, one more question for you guys. Can you name this train? It's a very bad PJ. All right, and the name of the train is, drum rolls, Curiosity, because curiosity kills the cat. That is really bad. Okay, guys. So that's it. That's the end of the end for this class, and I'll see you in the next lecture where we'll continue solving more questions based on time, speed, distance. So see you all. Bye bye.